4th of July. Here's the live stream. Here we go. Let's do the other thing here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Snake Show. This is Bob.
Happy 4th of July. This is Miles.
You're such an ass. What an asshole. What a total fucking ass.
I might as well keep it going, you know what I'm
Might as
saying?
well. The good thing I didn't tell you not to touch yourself.
Well, hold on.
Oh my God.
It's not the 4th of July.
Now set the dog off.
Yeah, now the dogs are fighting. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's your fault.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Well, why don't you just ruin everything, dickhead? What do you got going on?
You know, Santa Claus, Bob, I want to tell you something.
What's your story?
You want to hear my story?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jeez. All right. So this actually happened. Well, I'm glad the dogs are into this because
the dog. This is a story about treats for dogs.
Love and lost. And so my dogs love to go outside and fight each other, and they bark a lot. And as you can hear every time I record this show, they're always constantly death match. And
Thank you, Mr. Vic. Appreciate it.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Yeah, you know why the police have not been called on me, I don't know, but
really, Mr. Miyagi is like, oh.
Well, it's funny you should mention that actually, because
he's tired of listening to your dogs fight too.
No, you know he'll whistle at them, which gets him going even more. I know he does it. He won't do it when I'm out there, but I know he does it when I'm not there.
Why is Mr. Miyagi so attracted to your dogs?
I don't know.
He's going
because he's always out. He is always out in his backyard.
Well, it's because he's a working man. He's not a lazy ass like you.
Well, I got no. I mean, he spends about 90% of his waking hours outside in his garden.
It's probably his wife hates him.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
She's like, you get outside. Oh.
So okay, so the dogs are barking. I thought, okay, well, it's getting almost sundown. I better go get them. And they've been out there barking for about an hour.
You better take care.
Yeah, and I open the door, and it seems like some weird sounds are going on. But I mean, they're barking, but also like whimpering, and I'm like, what the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
And so like the old dog comes in right away, and the young dog, like I don't see her at first. I'm like, which is not unusual because this dog never wants to come in. She's an outside dog, and I come out and I see Mrs. Miyagi like at her fence, right, looking in my yard, and she's got like almost like her hands like grasping fists like up to her chin, like she's afraid of something, right?
Your dog is attacking Mrs. Miyagi?
Well, that's what I thought at first, right? I'm like, it's just a puppy.
I thought. And then I said, are you Vietnamese?
No, all right, easy with that, Blue. And out of nowhere comes this huge, one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Some huge dog is now in the property line between me and the neighbor. Like we have our own.
I thought you had a fence that you shared. I guess not.
No, we don't share a fence. We don't share. Okay. Like my driveway is like the dividing thing, right?
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. And she is deathly afraid of this dog. She's almost like paralyzed in fear.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame her.
And it's a very hairy dog. It's like almost like a white husky or something. It's like super hairy, crazy dog. And it's paralyzed in fear, like
Okay.
And looking at the dog
Is
looks
she,
actually
is she olive oil for Christ's sake?
Popeye, Popeye.
Oh,
Well,
oh, Popeye. Oh.
and like I noticed, I'm like, am I nuts or does this dog just have 3 fucking legs?
What?
Yeah.
A 3-legged dog?
It was it was missing a hind leg. I'm like, what the hell?
Why is it always the hind leg? They're always missing the hind leg.
I don't know. I
guess
know.
because it's at the back, so they're running really fast and they get clipped.
I don't know. And
my father-in-law had a 3-legged dog, hind
Yeah.
leg missing. Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Jeff.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I can tell this dog, he looks like a friendly guy. He just well, this poor lady's frozen in fear, and like I'm trying to assure her like it's okay. I'm doing like sign language because we, there's a language barrier between us, and I'm not trying to be, funny or mean by that, but there just is,
Right.
So,
yeah.
I'm speaking pig Latin, she's speaking English.
I was going to say she can't understand a fucking word you
all
say.
day. Book lay, dog lay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so I'm trying to like sign
suburbs of Chicago. Hey, what's the dog doing there?
Hey, it's just a goddamn dog. What are you afraid about? Get out of here.
Yeah, what's the dog? Yeah.
No, so I'm taking it all in. I think it's kind of funny. And now I look.
I think it's kind of funny. I think that my neighbor being terrorized by a 3-legged dog is kind of funny.
I think it's funny when like grown-ass adults are afraid of dogs. I think it's hilarious myself. Like,
really? Okay.
Yeah. I love people that are afraid.
You've never been attacked, apparently. So.
I've been bit twice at least, yes.
Well, I meant, when you weren't rubbing things on your genitals.
That had nothing to do with it.
Actually. Oh. Okay.
Excuse me. And so I look, I'm kind of taking this. I look, her husband is in the garage peeking his head out.
Oh, he didn't want to go out there either.
Yeah. Like, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Tough guy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's thrown his wife out there.
He's like, tiger, fucking tiger. There's a fucking tiger.
Yeah. He's like ready to close the door on her. He's ready to pull up. He's ready to pull a Burke, from Aliens on her.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, geez.
Ripley, it was a bad call.
Ripley.
Call,
yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's totally just like, you think he'd go out there, comfort his wife, take her into the house. No, the poor lady's almost ready to pee her pants. Like, oh my God.
He's there. You look like Anne Hathaway.
I go, I'm not feeling as bad now because, a long time ago, my family makes fun of me because they were attacked by a guy at a hotel at
oh, yes, you hid.
And I hid behind a car, and I've never been able to live that down.
Yes, you're berated by
what a coward I was and all that. And
yeah, exactly.
While my wife and children got cursed out by some little short guy. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And so, so I don't feel as bad. This guy's about ready to lock his wife out of the house.
Wait a minute. You saw this, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you go out there and help?
I had to run in and tell my wife there was a dog out there. I go, there's a 3-legged dog.
You sprung into action and reported back. Yeah, I'm just.
Well, I thought you wanted to see it. I want. See,
not every day you get to see a 3-legged dog, honey.
There's a funny episode of Letterkenny where Wayne deals with like 2 different 3-legged dogs, like real 3-legged dogs. Gotcha. It's funny. I won't go into it, but anyway, so when I come back out, it's gone, like just disappeared,
vanished,
and the neighbors are gone too. I'm like, okay, well,
they vanished as well.
Yeah, like this is like X-Files or something.
It's a mystery. Yeah.
Excuse me. So I flagged down the neighbors like next to Mr. Miyagi on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I go, hey, this is going to sound a little crazy.
Did you see a 3-legged dog?
Do you notice like all my stories are starting out like this? I always start with that phrase. This is going to sound a little crazy.
It's going to sound crazy.
It's like the 3rd week in a row I think I've done this. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And he goes, oh, that dog, yeah, he comes over to my house and takes his shit. Like a big juicy shit in my yard. My dogs hate that dog.
Where's this guy from now?
Hey, you don't need to know where I'm from. Hey.
Jersey? Is he from Jersey? Oh,
Yeah. I'm actually forbidden to talk to him, but anyways.
I can see why.
And they assure me that's a nice dog, but it apparently craps in their yard.
He can go without lifting his leg.
Yeah, how's that dog pee?
He doesn't even lift his leg.
I mean, God, he's gonna be full of his own piss because he can't like bend down or.
He doesn't lift. He just goes.
Like my male dog, he's fixed, but he kind of just stretches himself out, and, kind of whizzes.
Right? Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. How's that dog pee?
It's a miracle.
Well, wait, how does he take a poop then too? Because they hunker down to take a poop.
Maybe he has to find some support, like maybe a pile of old bricks or a tree stump. He leans up against it.
Yeah.
And then bears down. Yeah.
Bonsai tree or something. I don't know.
An old pair of shoes, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, I started showing my old shitty shoes at him. Get out of here, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
And by this time now, I hear like some commotion like the next street over. So I guess whoever found them, but it was just like.
And there was Mrs. Miyagi trembling with her husband sneakily peeking around the corner of a shed.
And then the dog comes back with just her hand in his mouth.
Oh no!
Like, oh my God, no!
Eli Roth movie or something.
Yeah, Cujo. So that's crazy.
Well, everybody okay? Dog's okay? Miss Miyagi okay?
I hope she's okay. I haven't seen her since. So I really hope
she's been totally traumatized. She's never.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the ward for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Miyagi is like laughing like Muttley.
The garden's gonna grow now.
That's right. Poor guy. Poor lady. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I know. Big tough guy. I'll be in the garage, honey.
Yeah. Well,
with my hand on the door.
Yeah. Blocking your way from getting in. Yes.
We need human bait.
We're gonna catch this three-legged son of a bitch.
You want me to catch a three-legged son of a bitch? I'll do it. Oh, he's there! Oh, frog! Oh.
Cage goes in the water. Wife goes in the cage.
That's how it happened, June the 1st, 1945.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, are we wrapped up on that one? Can I move
I'm
on?
done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Just checking. So I went to play trivia recently.
Oh man, I never get to do that.
Well, you can if you want to. I'll tell you next time, and you can come down. All right.
Yeah.
So I got invited to go to this trivia thing, and sometimes I go by myself, and sometimes my wife goes with me. And this time she decided she would go. So we were at trivia, and she gets really impatient at trivia because they're never moving at the pace she wants them to move at. You know?
Right.
And I always tell her, I'm like, and this time I think we have a new solution for this, but I always tell her, I'm like, well, if there's alcohol, it goes slower.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And if there's no alcohol, it kind of goes faster.
Yeah.
Well, there was alcohol at this one, right?
Ooh,
and it was not only was there alcohol, it was free alcohol.
Well, church basement. Let's go.
And so, but here's the funny thing. So it was good. It was fun. We got fourth place, unfortunately, but at one point we were in second place, but we messed up some things, and we ended up at the night in fourth place. So, but she's so into it, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
At this one, it was, they're all at like places that are, it's not like you go to a big hotel where it's all super fancy. You know what I mean? These are all like folding tables and folding chairs, and they slap up a projector and and have a microphone and do some trivia. And so we're at the trivia, we're at this, place, and it's this big, like, VFW or something.
Yeah.
And it's just a hall with all these folding tables.
Sure.
And so each team had 2 folding tables and like 8 to 10 people around them, right?
Yeah.
And so my wife sits down at the end of one of the folding tables, and then I'm on the side, right? I sit next to her around a corner, essentially. And she gets into it, right? Mm-hmm. She's into trivia. And so so the funny thing is we're playing trivia, and then I'm sitting there, and the next thing I know, the table is scooting like there's 2 tables together side by side, and she's at the end of one and there's another lady at the end of the other one. Well, my wife's table is scooting away from her.
What?
Right, because she's like, and so she's like gets into it, and then she's like, writing down answers and like leaning forward and leaning back and talking and whispering, and you got to whisper, the answers. And anyway, and so she's inching this table away from her this whole time. so I'm looking, and now these tables, which were even, are now like 6 inches askew.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on? This table is moving. And I'm like, honey, we're moving the table. And so we even them up again, right?
Yeah.
And so like then there are other teammates are on the other end of the table, right? We're all around these tables. And so then I don't know how it worked out, but anyway, on the other end of the table are these other 2 guys. It seemed like all the guys sat on one thing, and all the wives sat on another. Sure. But so there's 2 guys, and lo and behold, you get free pitchers of beer at this thing. So they had I don't really drink, and so they had a pitcher of beer down there.
Yeah.
And then we're getting further into the trivia, and my wife keeps bumping the table. And so this table keeps inching, and their beer is sloshing. This pitcher of beer. And now these guys are slowly pulling away from the table because it keeps, she's like lunging at them with the table. She hits the table, it lunges forward.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're being too polite. They're not saying anything.
Right.
And now we're like a foot difference.
Oh God.
Jeez. She's pushed this table a foot forward with her, exuberance, shall we say.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Eileen. Oh, and I'm like, honey, you keep moving this table. And she's like, I can't help it. I'm like, you're spilling their beer at the other end of the table. It's a 6-foot table.
Yeah, yeah.
And so then I straighten the table out. I pull it back,
Yeah.
This goes on all night. If we were in a table pushing contest, we would have easily won. Yeah. And then I'd come to the point where I basically had to stick my foot on the leg of the table to keep her from pushing it towards them. I'm like, honey, it's okay. You don't have, I don't know what she was doing, but she literally, it's like, she just, kept knocking this table forward, a couple inches at a time. It was amazing. I was like,
she was excited.
She was very into it. Yeah. And then we didn't,
then you got 4th place.
Yeah, we got 4th place. So that didn't help,
Yeah.
Because, she's got no patience. And so then at the end, she's like, well, we're in fucking 4th place. We're leaving.
It's not even over yet.
Well, she waited for it to end. But a lot of times you stick around, for the announcement. Oh, no. Right out of there.
Oh, wow. Poor sport. Jeez.
No, she's just like, I'm tired. It's way past my bedtime. These people took too long. They took too long asking questions. Normally you get out of these things, it starts around 7 and you get done by about 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one didn't get done till about 11, and so yeah, she had had enough. Between her playing shuffleboard with the table and then the guy reading questions very slowly, she'd had
In
enough. So we took
what
off.
movie does Cary Grant
Mm-hmm.
get chased by no, let me finish. Let me
An
finish.
aeroplane.
Aeroplane. And
Yeah. So anyway, it was
didn't you have a story a long time ago? You went to one that was like in a park or something. It was like some weird building up.
yeah, it was in the back of a park. Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah, it was
creepy.
some weird location. You were all freaked out, like, what the heck
Mhm.
is this
It
place?
was basically at the very back of a park which normally closes at dusk
Mm-hmm.
in a cinder block building with no windows.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do remember this now. Yes, I do remember that story. You all freaked
Yeah,
out. You're, oh no.
I'm like this and then there's like no lighting outside, so you're just walking or you're stumbling around in the dark to get to the place.
Ah!
And then the one light they had turned on over the door was just covered in moths. So,
Oh,
yeah.
gross.
But we won that one. We won that one.
Yeah.
And then we won, and they're like, "Your prize is your freedom."
Now go.
Well, like, thank God we won that one.
Run.
I thought we were going to be Farmer Vincent's fritters or something.
Yeah, no shit.
No, but it was a good. I mean, it was a decent trivia night and everything. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this table, but I don't know if they greased the bottom of it or whatever. But she kept pushing it. So
What class is a piano considered in?
what? Oh, it's a stringed instrument.
No, it's percussion.
No, it's not.
Piano's percussion.
Are you sure?
Come on, you don't know that. Come on.
Where's the judge? Judge.
Ask your wife; she'll know.
Yeah, she'll probably throw a table at me.
Or scoot it.